Let's hope that's working. Perfect. Welcome to YouTube. Hello, it's Wind Down Wednesday. We're back. It's very exciting. So I'm just switching on my tech. Got Instagram. Hiya. Hi, Kerry. Got Instagram and we've got YouTube. So if I drop out of anything, I'll remind everybody in a moment. So grab your wine, your gin, your chocolate. I'm not drinking it now, Doreen. And actually, this is low alcohol gin. I'm actually being quite good at the minute myself. But this is for after, so to put it down. I've got my water bottle as well over here. There it is. So I'm just going to make sure people are joining here on Instagram, people are here on YouTube, so welcome. And I just need to make sure I've set up my computer correctly and internet's connected. Because I haven't done this for ages, but you never know. Right, so we're fine there, we're fine there. Okay, so I'm just going to check my camera setup. Right, that's for after. That goes down over there. Now, I think we're not going to stand for it. We're literally going to do maybe 2 exercises standing. So on my YouTube, I don't really want to mess with my camera too much, just in case it falls down, so I think that's okay. So I think it's just taking a teeny bit of my head off. Maybe I'll mess around a little bit. Right, so welcome. I just don't want it to fall down. Let me just, don't want it to fall down halfway through. Okay, we're all good. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so if you're comfortable on the floor, if you can just come and stand up, that would be amazing. Because we're just going to do a couple of exercises standing, and then we're going to slowly come down to the floor. So welcome for anyone that's new to my Wind Down Wednesdays. I haven't run these for a good 6 weeks or so, I think. So I've had a bit of a break, but I'm really excited to be back, and this is just nice. I just like to come and have a bit of half an hour of me time anyway. So I thought, why not just click on the internet and you guys can join me. So just come and stand up. We're going to get going. Those of you that are new to Pilates, just really listen to your bodies. Just take note of any of the instructions that I give to you that you might need to just adjust a few things. Those of you that know what you're doing, you'll be fine. So I'll talk quite a lot through exercises and why we're doing them. And obviously it's just you're responsible for your own bodies and what you can do. Pop your treat down for afterwards, whether it's wine or gin or chocolate or whatever. I'm just going to come and stand. So I'm sort of shifting back here. So I know my head's being slightly cut off there, but we can see me here. So for those people just joining us, just everybody just come and stand for me and just have your feet hip width apart and just take your feet, your weight just forward over the toes and backwards over the heels. And for those joining, I'm on Instagram and I'm on YouTube. So I'm really hoping my technology is fine. I haven't done this for a while. But if I drop out of one, try and find me on the other. And it's just under the handle Sasha Stance and Pilates. So hopefully we'll do okay. So come and join me. Let's just have a nice movement for about just under half an hour. And we're just stood and we're just taking our weight forward over the toes and backwards over the heels. And then just take your focus to your knees and just give them a little shake so they're nicely relaxed. And then take your focus to your pelvis. So we're all just sat down and we're all like really sedentary at the minute. So our pelvis is probably taking quite a lot of pressure. So just have a sense that the tailbone's dropping down, that you're not sort of sticking your bottom out behind you, that you're having a sense of heaviness with that pelvis. So you're really kind of dropping down and then opening in front of the hips. And then you're drawing up through the tummy. So you don't need to be walking around all the time with your tummy like pulled in loads and loads. But if you pull it in as much as you can, so you think navel to spine connection. And then let everything go. And breathe in and let everything go. And breathe out and pull everything in. And breathe in and let everything go. And breathe out and pull everything in. And then let it go by about half. That's where you want to be all the time. So try to be with that kind of sense of connection always. And you draw up sort of 100% into that connection when you're moving, when you're lifting, when you're doing things. So just roll your shoulders, take a lovely deep breath in and deep breath out, and roll those shoulders right up to your ears and down, breathing in and breathing out, and just really try and feel that sense of release in those shoulders there. And let's just do that 2 more times. And just welcome if you're joining us, just come and join us. We're just standing for a little bit. We will come down to the floor in a moment. So we're going to start with some roll downs. So these are just a lovely movement for your spine. So you're going to draw your chin to chest, draw the tummy in 100%, and then you're going to roll down an imaginary wall, and you're going to come all the way to the bottom. You're going to give your head and shoulders a lovely shake and release. And then you're going to try and exhale and draw the belly in and rolling back up through that spine. So if you imagine your back is against a door or a wall, you're peeling your spine off of that, and you're coming down, 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 down. Bend the knees a little bit, shake the head at the bottom, really let that go. And then push your heels into the floor, draw up through the tummy, and restack. So every month I have a different focus, and this month's the spine. And I've got a little Facebook group, Pilates challenges, and I have little routines for the spine this month, and this is one of them. And it's just really brilliant to do. They're called roll downs. Let's do 2 more. And if you've not moved your spine like this for a while, it will thank you for it. So just bend the knees when you're down here, have a little shake, breathe in, try to exhale and really draw your belly in as you roll up. And one last time, breathe in before you go, and exhale, and rolling down. Breathe in at the bottom, and then exhale to restack. And roll the shoulders there at the top. And this is just a really lovely movement for your spine to do. And just do a couple more if that feels nice. Obviously, that is totally fine. I can't see what you're doing, so you can just do as you wish. After you've done those lovely roll downs, take your feet a little bit further apart for me, and just look at your toes and just make sure they're pointing forward, so they're not turning out. So you've got this nice neutral sense in your feet here. Really keep your hips and your pelvis nice and still. And I know on my YouTube camera, my arm, I'm a bit off camera, but just take your arm up so it's nice and straight. And then you're going to lift and you're going to come up and over and get a lovely stretch into that side. And take a lovely breath in, and then exhale and draw everything back, and then take your arm down. Take your other arm up. So this is movement 1, and really stretch and reach up. And then movement 2 is over. So don't flop the hand stays next to your ear. And my arm's actually pretty straight, it's not bent at all really. And then exhale to restack. So remind your spine it can go side to side. Now if you want an extra challenge, you can take the underside arm away, and you're really reaching away, and then you're reaching up, and then you take both arms down. So this is really working into those obliques. And you reach the bottom arm, and then you reach both arms away. Okay, lovely. So breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. And just get a little flow. Miss out that second arm if that's a bit too much, because that's quite a strong position there. Okay. Now, if you're new to Pilates, just breathe, okay? It's really important that you're just breathing here, okay? So I'm going to take a step to the side, so keep them off camera. If you know what you're doing with your breath, or you're used to it, just try and take an inhale on a move, and exhale, and inhale and hold, and exhale, yeah? And then just roll the shoulders there. Okay, lovely. So welcome to people that are joining us, and just check in that we're all still live. Great. Okay, we're going to slowly come down to the mat. Or if you've got a mat, I mean, obviously you might not have a mat, that's fine. Just hopefully somewhere relatively comfortable, like a carpet or a rug. Come up to a lovely standing position, and we're going to take that roll down. So draw into the tummy, and then rolling all the way down, 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 down. Now, if you can, you're going to try and walk your hands out and walk into a plank position here. I'm going to walk back a bit, so I'm on camera, and hold this plank position. If you are dropping your belly down and you can't maintain navel to spine connection, pop your knees down and lift your feet and hold a plank position here. If you can keep drawing the belly up, then we're fine here. So take a little rest and then join again in the plank. Breathe in, breathe out, draw the tummy up, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Just hold this plank for as long as you can. If you need a little rest, pop those knees down. Don't take tension into the lower back. Okay, 2 more breaths. Breathing in, breathing out, and last one. Just to get the heart rate going, fire everything up, and then just sit your hips back onto your heels and stretch forward. Walk your hands forward and really just take a lovely breath into the back here. Breathe wide into your ribs and exhale and find a connection in your core. Breathing in and breathing out, and just really enjoy that sense of stretch and breath. And just release any tension in your mind, release any tension in your body, and just try and exhale any tension. And then you're going to hinge from that position into a lovely, what we call 4-point kneeling position. So you're going to have your knees underneath your hips and your wrists underneath your shoulders. And we're going to come into a very classical exercise called cat, which everybody's probably done at some point in their life. But you need to have your bottom sticking out, so you've got that little dip in your lower back here. So you've got a nice and neutral pelvis. Imagine you've got a tennis ball on the lower half, and you're going to roll that tennis ball off first before you do anything else. So keep the head where it is. Tuck your bottom, tuck, 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 tuck. And when that can't go any further, then you really lift into the belly and then come all the way up. And try not to push into the top. Just try and have a natural C curve of the spine. Take a breath in here, hold this. And then try to exhale and come out a bit back into a neutral. And again, tuck the bottom and then scoop the tummy up and breathe in at the top. And then now, if you wish, you can come to an extended cat. So you lift the chin and you're trying to get an extension into the top of the back, which our spine is just basically not doing at the minute. So really tuck the bottom half. Try not to push into the top, because all we're doing at the minute is our body's just in this flexed position. So don't push into the shoulders, just allow the top half to curl, but come out of this and then see if you can get an extension to the top of the back, which is quite hard because our spine has forgotten how to do that because we're just sat down most of the day, either over the telly, over the computer screens, homeschooling, or you've got quite active jobs and actually you just need to move the spine a little bit here as well. So let's just do one more. Really scoop the tummy up, breathing in, and then exhale to come all the way back. So you're just really moving into that spine. Just sit back off the wrists and give them a little shake. Another lovely exercise, so it's part of my little spine challenge for this month, or the first routine. It's those roll downs, it's the cat, and it's this next exercise, which is called threading a needle. And you have to come back onto all fours, and you take one hand and you thread it behind the other hand, and you send your ear down towards the floor. So you've got a lovely rotation, and your bottom's up in the air. Then you press into that hand, and then you rotate up And then again, you slide one hand behind the wrist, your ear comes down, and then push. Now really pull into the tummy here as well, and rotate. And see if you can hold that rotation and breathe. Can you look up at the hand? One more time, 3 times on one side, and come down, breathe, push into that hand, and rotate. And then you come back and pop that hand down, and try the other side. So you're stretching, really lovely stretch. I mean, hold that position if you want. Obviously, this is your time, it's your body. Do what you need to do. Breathe in, try and find a lovely stretch. Now draw into the tummy, and lift and rotate. And one more. Breathing in, draw into the tummy, and rotate. And then come all the way back, and then again, just sit back and give those wrists a little shake. So these, tonight, all these exercises that I do, some days I might spend longer and will do less, more of less. And some sessions, obviously it's only half an hour, so I might do more exercises but less of them. So if you find any of these exercises are really good for you, then obviously try and remember them, and all these sessions are uploaded so you can maybe go back and have a look. So we're going to come down onto our tummies, because this week I've been speaking to quite a lot of people about this, like I just talked about. We're in this position all the time, and we need to really be working on these back extensors here, and we can only really do that when we're lying on our tummy, and it's just a really brilliant position to be in. So I'm going to talk you through let's do at least one exercise called Dart, which is really good, and it's actually quite tough. It kind of gets us working a little bit, so we have to earn the wine, we'll see at the end. So you're going to come and lie down if you're comfortable to do that. If you're not, then maybe just leave this one out. Toes are together and heels are away from each other. Okay, so your legs are kind of turning in, and hopefully you can see me okay. And your forehead is down onto the floor, and your palms are facing up towards the ceiling. You have to really draw the tummy up and away here, and then you have to roll the nose forward as if you're a tortoise coming out of your shell. And you go forward, 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 and then you rotate the shoulders and squeeze the inside thighs. So your inside thighs are squeezed, your heels are now together, and your palms are now facing your thighs. So squeeze in this position, and breathe in, and breathe out. And on each out breath, now if there's any pain in your lower back or discomfort, you need to come lower. So literally you might be an inch off the floor. And just really think long, long, long. And as you come out of this position, release everything and just go longer, 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 longer. And then your forehead comes back down. And then you breathe in, you roll the nose away, squeeze the inside thighs, squeeze the shoulders, and draw the tummy up. And just breathe. Hold it here. It's quite a hard position to hold. Try and keep the feet down and get longer. And really feel those back extensors working. And as you come down, go longer, 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 all the way down, forehead rests. And again, breathing in, exhale, long, 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 long. Squeeze the shoulder blades, squeeze the inside thighs, work here. Draw the belly up, breathing in, breathing out. And again, breathing in, breathing out. And come down, forward, 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 forward. And we're going to do that one more time. Breathing in, exhale, squeeze the inside thighs, squeeze those shoulder blades, and squeeze the tummy. Draw the tummy up, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Feel that heart rate getting up a bit. Last time, exhale to come down. Oh, it's exhausting. Okay, Draw your hands back up by your shoulders and then push yourself back and just gently stretch that out. Breathing in, breathing out, and stretch all that out. Okay, and then roll. Take a drink of water. Have to save the water for the end if you need that. And we're going to come and lie down onto our backs now and just change up a little bit. So come and lie down onto your back. Ideally, you should roll onto the side and then roll onto your back. So I hope you're still with me, and anyone that's joining, come and join in for the last 10 minutes. Why not? Hopefully you can see me. Okay. So when we're lying on our backs, again, like all the positions in Pilates, we need to find our neutral spine. So just have a little rock into your pelvis. Have your feet and your knees hip width apart. And just rock your pelvis. Massage your lower back forward and back. So you're massaging your lower back into the mat there, okay? And we're going to just find a neutral pelvis. So you need to have your pubic bone down towards your toes and a little gap in your lower back. If you had an imaginary marble onto your pubic bone, it's sort of settled in the middle. It's not going to roll into your belly button or off and left to right. So you might have to work a little bit here. I want you to have that little gap in your lower back. I want you to take your hands behind your head, and you're going to clasp your hands together and have your elbows forwards. We're going to come into some gentle curl-ups. So you have to really draw into your tummy here on an exhale as you lift your head and shoulders off the floor. And just see how that feels. And really just drop your head heavy into your hands. And then you're going to breathe in to come down and exhale to come up. And inhale to come down and exhale to come up. So you only come up as far as you can whilst maintaining navel to spine connection. If you come up and your tummy is doming and you're pushing out and you can't draw your tummy in, you need to come down like a really tiny bit. You just literally come up a little bit. Okay, if you can come up anymore, try and challenge yourself. Now, as you're coming up, stop and hold it at the top. Has your bottom lifted? Is your pubic bone down towards your toes as it should be, or have you imprinted your lower back? So if you have, you're cheating. You need to get that little gap in your lower back. Send your pubic bone down towards your toes, okay? You've got to keep your pelvis still. Breathe in to come down. Exhale to come up. Inhale to come down. Let's go a little quicker if we can. Now remember, take this at your own pace. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Now head is heavy into your hand. That's why they're there. You're not pulling into your neck. 3 more. Up and down. And up and down. And up and down. Hold it here. Have your arms down by your side. You're going to come into a little exercise called knee folds. So those of you that have done these before, we're just going to stick with your single knee folds to start with. You take a leg up, your shins are parallel to the ceiling, and pop the leg down. Now what you're trying to do here, if you're quite new to this, is keep a lovely stable pelvis. So I just want you to stick to singles. If you know you can come to doubles, doubles is taking one leg up and then the other, and then coming down and down. And you've got to be able to maintain, on an exhale, navel to spine connection. So you come up, exhale, second leg up, down and down. And again, like with your curl-ups, if you can't draw your tummy in, and if this is pulling into the back, you stick with singles and you're still working really hard, you're stabilizing the pelvis, you're strengthening the hips, and you are working into that core. So singles or doubles, find a little rhythm that works for you. If you know you can take your hands up above your chest doing your doubles, then do, because I know there's a range of people watching this. So the ultimate is to take your arms back by your ears. So if you know you're strong enough to take your arms back by your ears, take them here. Exhale, inhale. But if you know that you're quite new to this, keep those arms down. Okay, good. Keep going, everyone. Feel that work into the core. Let's do 2 more. Up, up, down, down, up, down, down. Now everyone hug your knees in towards your chest and have a little roll. Options here, you either stick, I'll just show you the option 1 is sticking your feet down into the floor and you're sliding one arm away and the opposite leg and sliding back in. Again, trying to keep everything nice and stable and drawing the tummy in. If you know you can do this with your arms and legs up, then you're going to do the same. So it's either legs down or legs up, and you're sending everything away. So it's the same exercise, but do be sensible. Keep those legs down if needed. And exhale. Now the lower the legs, if they're lifted, the harder this is. So there's sort of 3 levels to this. Either keep the legs down. If they're up, you can keep them high, or you can keep them down. Now keep breathing. Try and exhale and draw the tummy in on the hard work. Good, everybody. Now feel this core working, whichever level you're doing, drawing the tummy in and extending those legs. Exhale, inhale to draw in. Exhale, inhale to draw in. Checking my time, I've got my watch now. For like all the last Wind Down Wednesdays, I just didn't have a watch. I've got a new watch now. Exhale and inhale. Okay, let's do 4 more, everybody. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And hug those knees in towards the chest again. And have a nice little roll there. Hug your right knee in and send your left leg away. And just have a lovely stretch there. Just what's quite a nice stretch to do is just to literally rotate your thigh in your hip quite slowly. And just breathe. And just enjoy that stretch in the opposite hip. And pull your leg in towards you, out, down, and in towards the midline. And actually, just this small movement is really lubricating that hip joint. And as I said before, we're all kind of sat quite a lot. And even if we're not sat, and just move that in the other direction. We're perhaps running, or we're walking, or we're cycling, or we're squatting, doing our other forms of exercises, and our hips are just suffering quite a lot. So we do need to take care of our hips. Tight hips can lead to back pain, sciatica, tight glutes. It's all connected. So we need to look after these hips. So just have a lovely stretch there for whatever feels good for you. And draw the other leg in. Just see if you notice a difference between left and right after doing that. And then send the other leg away. So you're really drawing up, across the body, down and round. As best you can, try to keep the opposite hip nice and still. So Pilates is all about trying to balance left to right, trying to even up any niggles, and stabilizing your pelvis whenever possible. And reverse. So out, down, across and up. Relax your shoulders when you do this and just breathe. And if you know anybody with tight hips, this is a really good one for them to do. Okay, good. So from there, just draw both up again and give them a little hug, and then just send them down one by one. And from there, let's take a full body stretch in that position. And then you've got options here. Those of you that I know can do this, you're going to roll up. So you're going to take your hands up above your chest, your chin to chest, and then you're going to roll up, 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 up into a beautiful sitting position. If you think there's no way I can do that, that's fine. Oh, just roll onto your side and come up. So my head goes okay, so what we're going to do is a little exercise. You've got options. Either, if you know you can do these or you want to try these full rollbacks, your starting sat. You're tucking the tailbone underneath you, pulling into the tummy, and you're coming down, 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 down. You're taking the arms back, and then you're exhaling up, up. And this is just a lovely exercise for the spine. If you've not done those before, or you're thinking, no way, you're going to do half rollbacks, which are just as hard work. You're going to bend the knees, sitting up nice and tall. This is hard, but try to have shoulders, ribs, and hips connected. You're going to tuck your tailbone, drop your chin to your chest, pull into the tummy, and you're going to come half the way. Feel those abdominals working, and again, pull them in. Don't blow the tummies out. Keep pulling them in, breathing in, and then restack. I'm in a C shape here, everyone. I'm not in a flat back. Sitting up. Chin to chest, tuck the tailbone, draw the tummy in, roll back. So you're either going all the way or half the way. I'm just going to demonstrate these halves. And then shoulders back over your hips and restack. And then again, tuck, draw the belly in, back, 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 back. Now, if you want to go all the way, keep going. And then restack and up. And last time, exhale. And either go all the way back. And then everybody come back and finish in a beautiful seated position. Take your feet, your soles of your feet together, and just try and sit up nice and tall. This is hard enough as it is for those of you that this doesn't come naturally to, you haven't done it for a while. So just really think to yourself, shoulders, ribs, and hips connected, and just try and sit up nice and tall. If that's uncomfortable into your hips, just draw your knees up a little bit here as well. And relax your shoulders. Take your chin forward and then just roll forward and breathe in at the bottom. And then exhale to restack, chin to chest and up. Take a breath in. Exhale forward. And just release any last bits of tension. Breathing in. Exhale. Last time, just silently congratulate yourself for spending this time on you and your body. And just notice yourself, what feels good, what feels a little bit different now than it did at the beginning. Any exercises that you thought, they seem quite good for me. And just try and take a mental note of that. So that's our half an hour. It went quite quickly, didn't it? So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. This is when now at 9 o'clock, it's just after actually, you can grab your wine or your gin or your chocolate bar, whatever it is. And we say cheers to midweek survival. And actually it's nearly half term for those of us that means anything to. And thank you so much for joining me. So I will run these over, I'll be here next week for half term, so not like I'm going anywhere, and continue them as the weeks go on. So I hope you enjoyed it. So I'm on my YouTube channel, Sasha's Dancing Pilates, on Instagram as well. If you're interested, I've got my Facebook page, but my little group is called Pilates Challenges. And every month, last month was all about the hips, so there's loads of stuff on that. And this month's all about the spine. And I just set little challenges, not weekly anymore, because weeks just go by like that. But each month, we're focusing on something different. So if you think that's going to be something to motivate you, then come and join in. Thanks very much, everyone. Cheers. And I will see you this time next week, hopefully, if not virtually before. So thanks very much. This is my low alcohol gin. But it's very nice, actually. So thanks so much. I'm going to come and say hi and say bye. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Let me know. Bye, guys. It's going to end my YouTube. There we go. I haven't done it for so